WWE may be the biggest wrestling company in the world, but that doesn't mean pro wrestlers can't be successful elsewhere. There have been many cases in the past that have proved that wrestlers don't have to rely on WWE to make a name in the industry. However, it's more difficult for a female performer to get noticed outside of WWE. It takes a lot of effort to get the fans behind you outside of WWE, but these few excellent female wrestlers have proved that you can work for companies like AEW and TNA and still become a big player in the industry. Without further ado, let me present you with top female wrestlers who got over huge after leaving Vince's promotion. Well, it's not his promotion anymore. Let's get right into it. Sasha Banks. Now, before you start ranting in the comment section that Sasha Banks was already a major star in the company, let me explain. Yes, I'm aware that Sasha was already pretty big in WWE. After all, the woman was a multi-time WWE Women's Champion. The match she had with Charlotte at Hell in a Cell 2016 was the first ever women's match to main event a WWE pay-per-view. She even main evented Night 1 of WrestleMania 37, something not a lot of women have accomplished. So why on earth would I have included Sasha on this list? Sasha, who goes by her current ring name, Mercedes Moné, was in the headlines for months when she walked out on WWE with Naomi back in 2022. Sasha thought she deserved better for not only herself, but the entire women's division. Plus, she felt like she wasn't getting paid what Becky Lynch or Charlotte were making, as she believed she was on their level in terms of star power and the ability to draw money. For months, fans were eager to find out if Sasha would end up in New Japan Pro Wrestling, as she didn't want to return to WWE. Let me add this as well. Sasha is one of the few female performers who has a large number of followers who will follow her anywhere she goes. There's a reason her debut at Wrestle Kingdom 17 brought in an astonishing 40,000 new subscriptions to the New Japan Pro Wrestling's video streaming service. If that's not crazy, I don't know what is. Sasha would go on to become the IWGP Women's Champion as well. Her stock has risen and WWE has been after Sasha once again. And that didn't come as a surprise to me, as Sasha was one of Triple H's favorite performers in NXT. With rumors of Sasha heading to AEW, expect her to reach even new heights, as Sasha is about to become one of the highest paid female wrestlers in the world. Money talks, or Monet talks, I guess. Toni Storm. How did WWE not book a star of the caliber of Toni Storm perfectly? WWE has wasted a lot of potential of their women wrestlers in the past, and many of them used to be a part of NXT. Toni was sadly one of them. Simply put, Toni was incredible in NXT. Her in-ring work proved that. And what did she get when she arrived on the main roster? A pie to the face from Charlotte. That was the best the creative team had for Toni. Vince has done several things in the past where he made his wrestlers hate pro wrestling, and Toni has made it known that she began to dislike pro wrestling. There's a reason why she asked for her release just a few months after she debuted on SmackDown. Toni hasn't been shy in letting everybody know that not only did WWE not have any solid plans for her, but WWE just didn't respect her. The company literally crushed her love for this sport. Thankfully, AEW was there to help Toni out. Toni quickly burst onto the women's division scene by having great matches with the likes of Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. However, it wasn't until last year that Toni had a change in character that would make her one of the best parts of AEW. Timeless Toni Storm. What a treat it has been to see something like this in AEW's women's division. And if you aren't keeping up with AEW, the women's division is not that great right now. However, Toni's paranoid Hollywood starlet gimmick was the breath of fresh air the division needed. Her comedic segments are actually working, and the fans are responding to her more than ever. She is also the current AEW Women's World Champion, and if Sasha is really heading to AEW, the feud between the two would be spectacular. Toni should be proud of how far she has come. Enough about AEW. What about a star making it big in TNA? Gail Kim. The late 2000s was such a bad time for the women's division. Vince didn't care about women's wrestling, let alone showcasing great storylines featuring talented women. This is a major reason why many great female superstars were wasted in the past. Sadly, Gail Kim was wasted too. Twice. Gail had two different runs with the company. The first one lasted from 2002 to 2004, and the second one lasted from 2008 to 2011. You would expect that her second run would be better than the first one. Nope, it's WWE, baby. They don't book second runs of a returning wrestler every single time. Her first run started off hot as she won the WWE Women's Champion in her debut match. That didn't mean much, as the poor woman was booked to drop it just a few weeks later. Pouring feuds with the likes of legends such as Trish Stratus didn't help Gail at all. She was eventually released as part of the budget cuts in 2004. She returned to the company in 2008, and what did the creative have for her this time around? An affair with Daniel Bryan. Yep, that's pretty much it. She didn't receive a strong booking, but that didn't matter to her. Do you know why? Because the woman's got guts. Enough guts to walk out on the company just like Sasha. In 2011, Gail eliminated herself from a battle royal. This wasn't planned, and she later announced that she had quit the company. Here's something you might not know. Triple H reached out to Gail and told her that she was extremely talented and she would be making it big soon. Was the man right? She left the company when her contract expired, and she went on to become a massive star in TNA. Gail had competed in TNA after being released from WWE, but it was her second run that propelled her at the top. Her matches and feuds with stars like Awesome Kong and Taryn Terrell made fans believe that she was the best female performer in the world at the time. She won the TNA Knockouts Championship 7 times, and she has left a legacy that she can look back on proudly. Gail Kim is the epitome of becoming one of the greats while not working for WWE. Brooke Tessmacher. I'm willing to bet that not a lot of WWE viewers know about Brooke, and I don't blame them. Brooke was part of ECW back in 2006, and she was in a stable with Layla and Kelly Kelly. The stable went on to dominate the entire women's division. I'm messing with you all. The stable was booked to perform weekly dance segments on ECW. This was basically the entire run of Brooke, as she was limited inside the ring and released in 2007. However, just like in Gail's case, TNA too helped Brooke in turning her career upside down. She did receive training and got better, but she was far from being the best female on the roster. Still, Brooke achieved success in the company, and she won the TNA Knockouts Championship 3 times. If Brooke's career tells us anything, it is that one company might treat you as a joke, and another might treat you as the future. We have seen cases like this before, and we may see cases like this again. Who knows? Maybe stars like Aaliyah, Emma, and Dana Brooke, all of whom were released last year, might end up becoming big players in the next few years. These 4 women show you that you don't need WWE to become a top star. Once you have made it big elsewhere, WWE would be paying a ton to bring you back. That's all for today. You guys might want to check out our other awesome videos on our channel, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe for more.